It's in the game.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I smell fear in that offense.
54.
Fear in that offense.
6.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
56, Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught. Jones. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On set. 58, 58, Mike. I got one. Check.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Check 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
To Marvin Jones.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Michel. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 10-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Tell me the ending. Right there, 56. I got him.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Pittsburgh.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
On second down, it's Cohen. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready? 50, right.
Mike 52.
Stop your whining.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson now. This is caught. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 out long.
Come on, D.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Bring it. Alert 31. Alert 31.
Now it's Watson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
This is it. 19. Get it down. He's coming. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
54 Mike. Watch the screen. 55. SOS. Check. Watch twist.
On second down, Michel. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. Come on. Check. Hey, 59. He's checking. 55. Crash.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chiefs 14, Jaguars 10. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Let's go. Get the flag. All day, every day.
There's Scarborough on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete to Harry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Cohen on the toss, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tariq Cohen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Throwing again is Watson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go.
On first down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now. Going to throw again. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2000. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Michel. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
54 Mike. Bandit. Bandit. 54.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And he returns it into enemy territory. Down to the 45-yard line.
Set. Get team on it. Get team on it. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Yo, 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready? Hey, hold on. 56. Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache?
Again, it's Cohen. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hayward. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are back within a single score. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Third and long. It's Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check three.
Off the toss, Cohen. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run. This is Scarborough. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 56.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway.
Complete to Antonio Callaway. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And this one's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michel, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to lead.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check back, check back.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Uzomah. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rush in. Rush in. 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now.
Watson on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Squeeze, double.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that home.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And a cutback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tariq Cohen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second down. Watson, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
6 man. Check her.
Now Scarborough. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
For the extra point.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Michael Beasley set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go!
Throwing now is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the ass. Shit.
Here's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This will be from 53 for the win. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.